Hello and be welcome to Good PowerPoint. My name is Carlos and today we're going to design a TARS robot from the movie Interstellar. I really felt inspired about this robot because I really like it, and well, I thought why not to make a tutorial about how to make this very nice looking 2D design. Okay, so let's start. First of all, you will need obviously a brand new slide. We're going to erase the unnecessary elements here, and here's the composure of very simple shapes. So we're going to need some rectangles. Okay, I'm going to change the background format to something really dark. Could be this black or something else. And let's start with a rectangle. So we go to insert, shapes, and we insert this kind of shape. We're going to go to outline and no outline, and then we're going to center the shape. So we go to format, arrange, align to center, again, align to the middle. We're going to fill this with white like this, and we're going to increase a little bit the width of the rectangle. So next step, we are going to duplicate this by holding control, and then with the arrow keys I'm going to have 2 or 3 steps, maybe 2, 3 is too much, to make this little black line in the middle of the shapes. So let's get back. Okay, looking good. Also, we are going to need some black rectangles on the top. We can just duplicate these rectangles, reduce the size by holding control. I'm going to twist this, and I'm going to place it on the top of these 2 shapes. I'm going to change the fill to black, and also I'm going to replicate this but with a smaller size on the bottom. Maybe this is going to be a little thinner. I'm going to copy the drawing next to it just to make this simple to draw. So just make it proportional like that. This could be a little thinner, maybe. Yes, looking good. I'm going to adjust the size of every single shape. Next, I'm going to duplicate the rectangle again, but I'm going to reduce the size a little bit on the top and a little bit more on the bottom, and make this a little thinner as well, like that. Yes, it works. Also, I'm duplicating this, holding control, and yes, I'm going to increase the size of it and make sure that it is really touching the shapes. Okay, so we're making this like bigger on this area just to make the simulation that it is like giving a footstep. Okay, next thing is that I'm going to implement the triangle. I just keep going here and using my quick access toolbar, but well, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to use the all path. I'm going to insert a triangle like this one, and I'm going to place the triangle here on this area like that. I'm going to use this yellow dot to change the tip of the triangle so it is to the left side. I'm going to no outline and make sure that it is covering all the shapes. That's the shadow of it. So how can we make the effect of the shadow? Is very simple. We go to fill and make it black, but then we go to format shape and change the transparency to something like 50%, more or less. I'm going to type that 50%. Yep, like that. Also, we're going to duplicate this one and place it there on the triangle. This shadow should be or must be smaller than the other one. Yeah, I need the shape to touch the subject. And we are almost there. So one thing that I'm noticing here is that TARS is a little, like, I don't know, it needs to be like little stretched, a little taller. And yes, that looks better. So for the hood or the digital board, I need to make this kind of shapes. So first of all, I'm going to maybe use the rectangle. I'm going to copy it and paste it, and I'm going to make this big, a very big. I'm going to make these shapes here very big because it's easier to work on this area. PowerPoint doesn't like very small elements, so that's what I'm trying to do. The big elements here. So repeat the process. Maybe this could be grouped and make this smaller. One more line. And one more line at the bottom. Yeah, like that. Let's group all the elements and duplicate this by holding control. And at the end, I'm going to ungroup these elements. And I'm going to make, I'm doing this area. I'm going to duplicate this again, like this. Maybe make this thinner so I grouped the elements, and I can do that. Also, what is left to do? This kind of weird shapes. It looks like, I don't know what kind of shape is that. But okay, let's recreate that as well. So we're going to insert a circle. Sorry, we go to insert shapes and insert a circle like this. We go to no outline and turn this into white so we have very good contrast. I'm going to duplicate this element, place it there, and duplicating this by holding control. This element there. Again, like this. Yeah, equal spacing. There you go. I'm just trying to follow by eye how it looks. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so we have more or less the shape. And finally, we need our TARS name signature. So I'm going to insert text box, and I'm going to type TARS. I'm going to select the text and change it into white. Okay, perfect. So next step that we have here is that we need some typography that looks like that. So agency FV works very good, looks futuristic. And let me show you a trick here. So I'm going to insert a shape. You know how to insert a shape. A rectangle, you can just duplicate one of these rectangles like this. I'm going to send that to back. I'm going to select the element, both elements, making sure that the typing text is on the top. I'm going to format, merge shapes, and intersect. I'm going to select no outline, and I'm going to make this gray so we can see what we are doing here. It is on behind of the element, so I'm going to make this up on the front. I'm going to twist this like this, and I'm going to place it here. Also, I'm going to change the color to black. I'm going to paste it here, looking good. Then I'm going to use this element. So take a look. I'm going to group this element, and then I can scale this down like that. So now it's white. So we need to see this maybe like that. Also this element, let's scale this element both together like that. Yep. And place the element here. Maybe here works. Very good. And there is one small detail, this gray rectangle there. So let's go to insert. I'm doing it right this time. I'm going to no outline as well, and let's make this gray. Yep, something like that. Let's zoom in a little bit and let's place this rectangle. Okay, so looking nice. And finally, the shadow needs to be on the top of the elements. Yep. Okay, so we're going to erase our reference. I'm going to place this into the middle. So we go to arrange, align to center, and then align to the middle. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake there. I'm going to group all the elements. Then I can go to arrange, align to center, align to the middle. I'm going to scale up a little bit more our TARS friend, and I'm going to present this, and voila, this is our TARS from Interstellar movie, looking good. So I hope that you really liked this tutorial. Maybe you can follow the steps by rewinding the video a little bit, and you can make this something like that, completely made on PowerPoint, super easy. This pretty modern, very good looking TARS friend. So hope to see you on the next video. Thanks, and please subscribe, and see you in the next time.